We've got a drag-tastic show for you today. And if you like the show, or even if you don't, be sure to subscribe to Zero to Jessie on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter so you never miss a beat. Dan Francoeur of Bodé Spa is here to chat with me and give us some beauty boy tips. And of course, the show would never be complete without another installment of my juiced up electric chair. Sapphire Champagne is strapped in and ready to go.
I'm not guilty.
All this and more coming up on Zero to Jessie.
Anybody falling? Anybody feel they're falling?
Let's hear more from the style of that. Brought to you by Sexy Pucker. Visit sexypucker.me and get your kisses on.
One of the most hilariously outrageous and divine drag queens in the land is here today as my co-host. She's been around the block once, twice, or a couple dozen times, and has been a fixture on the gay community for a long, long time. We won't dare say how long. She's most recently emceed the main stage at the biggest party in town, Capital Pride 2012. Please welcome the one and only Sapphire Champagne. Thanks for being here, girl.
No worries.
There's a pic of you in action now.
Gorgeous, eh? Oh, perfect.
Perfect. But how
Look
hot
at
was
that
that?
dress. It was hot as...
I was in only like briefs the whole day and I was sweating up a storm. I couldn't imagine.
It was brutal.
You probably can't see, but if you could see her face, you could tell she's suffering.
Luckily, that's the beginning of the day, and that's when the photographer got all the good pictures. By the end of the day, my eyelashes were almost at the bottom of my chin. It looked like I had a little beard. It was brutal.
At least there were no cameras. You're on stage.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to show this next picture to show the similarities between you and the fabulous Divine. This is Divine. All you homos watching know who that is. And in Female Trouble, best movie ever. And you recently, what was that picture?
That is a fantastic picture. That was from Nuit Blanche. Her.
But, I mean, she's got to be one of your inspirations.
Oh, totally. I mean, she was the grandmother of drag. I love the bitch.
You look just like her. She is my favorite drag queen, next to you, of course.
I'm amazed that you were even able to find that picture. Good for you.
Can you believe how, like, look at that. Like, that, you even got the cheek. Like, in the movie, she gets, like, some disease on her cheek. And you almost kind of did it in a classy way. Was that intentional or no?
No, that was totally intentional. That's jewelry.
No, I know that.
Oh, no, to follow her? No,
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that picture.
Oh, no?
Yeah,
Well,
of course the
good
jewelry
job.
was intentional, bitch. It didn't just fucking grow there.
You're on the right track. So listen, it's winter. Have you had your flu
I'm
shot
listening,
yet?
fuck.
You're what?
You're like, listen. I'm like, I'm listening, fuck.
I was talking to them.
Okay.
Have you had your flu shot
I
yet?
have.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about another one?
How about?
I haven't. So cheers, girl. I need
Double
my
up.
wand as a chaser.
Double up, safety first. What is this, sweetheart?
What is this? Whiskey? Yeah. We're doing it. We gotta kill the flu.
Here's to the gay
Cheers,
agenda. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, God.
I'm a big girl. I think I need a double flu shot.
Oh. Shit.
What's wrong, sweetie?
Oh, we can swear on this show. Remember, we did an event together once. We were emceeing an event together, and Sapphire got asked to leave because of her potty mouth. Remember that?
I do remember.
What bullshit. You can
Such
have
bullshit.
at her on this show, girl.
Fucking charity events. I hate it.
Yeah. Oh, charity. We're on the web, so we can swear as much as we like.
Yay.
So, have you ever had sex in drag?
Yeah, lots of times, of course.
Have you?
Well, how do you think I make money? Fuck. It's not just the shows. It's what's after the shows, honey, that really brings in the dollars.
That's
okay?
true. What do they pay those shows? $50?
Not me, honey. Maybe Jade London, who you had here before.
Yeah. But so you have had sex in drag.
Of course.
What if your wig falls off?
Oh, honey, please. It never falls off. The panties are the first thing to fall off, but the wig never falls off.
Okay. Is sex and drag different? We've never
I think it's
discussed
the same basic elements: blow job, ram, fuck.
All right.
Not necessarily in that order, but
all right, whatever they want.
yeah, exactly.
Whatever the
Haven't
client
you
wants.
ever had sex and drag? You used to do drag.
No,
once upon a
I
time.
didn't used to do drag. I've done it like twice.
Wow.
No, I have not.
No, never.
Never.
Would you?
Have sex and drag?
Yeah.
Well,
If
everybody has a
Joey
price.
was like, would you?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Everybody has a price, girl. Speaking of sex, have you seen this monkey before?
No.
Listen to this. Okay, so a female chimpanzee at the Seville Zoo in
Where's he from?
Seville in Spain. It's
The
a she.
Spanish monkey?
Spanish monkey.
Okay. Are you
So-
sure that's the breed, or was it just like in a Spanish zoo?
This is just a picture from Google Images. I don't really know if it's the same monkey. Listen to the story. So in Spain, so this chimp watched porn every chance.
Is it a
they
monkey
got.
or a chimp?
It's a chimp.
Okay.
Did you? So girls watch
Worst.
porn clearly. Anyways, her name's Gina or Gina. I don't know which one it is.
Gia? It does. Doesn't it strike like a very similar kind of appearance to
Okay.
Miss Gia?
So
I think if it had a blonde wig, it would look just like Gia Maria Karanji, don't you think?
well,
If you're
all I
watching
know-
this, hi girl.
All I know is that this chimp was supplied a remote control and searched several channels on TV. With Days, she focused on the adult section, as we would have done naturally. So anyway, scientists...
No, depends what was playing. But.
Well, I guess. But the point of the story is that they possess an intense sexual life. I didn't know that about chimps, did you? Like, that they would watch porn. And the thing is, this was human porn she was watching. So we're dealing with interspecies action here. Isn't that weird?
You mean? Well, I don't know. I guess she was horny and that was the only thing that was on. I mean, it's not as if they make chimp porn, so I guess she settled for the next
Yeah, but
best
she
thing.
could pick. Like, this is the
Pick
thing.
what?
Okay.
She had what? My Little Ponies, Golden Girls, or porn. What do you think she was going to pick? Come on, it was daytime TV.
You're right. Oprah. You would think that would have...
If there was anybody on daytime TV that a monkey could relate to, Oprah.
We went there. We went there.
We went there.
Okay,
my
next story.
goodness,
Yeah, I
is
thought
that
you'd like
little
this.
boy that. Oh my
I
goodness.
know. Can you believe he's
What's
grown
his
up?
name again?
Justin Bieber.
Thank you. I didn't know he had abdominals and all that.
I
sort
know.
of stuff.
Which one would you
I think
choose?
I think they're painted on there. This one, of course.
Yeah, naturally.
Of course.
So let me tell
Everybody
you about
likes
this
a
creep.
psycho. At least they're committed.
And how did you know? So this guy.
Well, look at him, fuck.
Well, he's in custody because
Riverside Police Department.
yeah, he snuck into a high school and he was reported stalking the hallways during a swim meet on Saturday morning. The 49-year-old, who was arrested several times on sex offenses, no shock there, told police that he was on the way to the zoo when he received a brainwave message from Hollywood recording artist Justin Bieber. He was escorted to an adjacent hallway where he provided a driver's license and recounted his telepathic messages from Bieber, ordering him to look for young boys.
You know that a story like that is bullshit. It would first of all imply that Justin Bieber has a brain.
That's true, but
So-
never say never, girl.
Never say never. He has abs, so maybe he's on his way to developing a brain.
I always knew that Bieber was trouble, you know. He has it in him to be a pedophile.
You think so?
Well, maybe not. I mean, you'd tap that.
No, I wouldn't.
Too young?
Too. Yuck.
How young is too young for you?
It's never too young, but he just looks like a little boy. If they're young and they look like a man, I don't care, whatever. I mean, if there's grass on the field, play ball, but I don't see any grass. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay, well, a little bit.
Maybe in a couple of years.
Excuse me.
You're excused. Fuck.
Thank you. So, okay, you can't see, but under my table here, this orange bowl, we're going there. People have been tweeting, asking, what the hell is
That
this
was the
orange
first
bowl?
thing I noticed too.
Was it?
Isn't it interesting that the bowl is like slightly more alluring than you are?
Fuck you.
Maybe you should give the bowl a
You
segment.
know, this isn't live. We can, like, cut this whole thing.
Edit that part out. Sorry, you're doing a great job.
So, so the bowl, yeah. So we're gonna
Yeah.
tell you what the bowl is.
The bowl is definitely more interesting than Jade London. I'll give you that.
So the bowl is a little game for when I have dull guests, which you're not, but we're going there because people want to know what it is. It's a little game called Would You Rather, which you may or may not have played before.
I think I've played it before.
That one's boring. So what I'm going to do is ask this Would You Rather question. You're going to tell us what you would rather do. So would you rather have flashlight hands or be able to make people fart? Next question. I don't know who wrote these.
When I played Would You Rather, it was slightly different and more interactive.
Yeah. Oh,
Would you rather or would you rather
I
and
can't
I was
find a
like,
good
I'd
one.
rather you know what I'm saying? It was
Okay.
that kind of game.
okay, well, no, we're like just.
Are you coming up with this bullshit?
No, I'm not coming up with
Okay.
this. One of our producers.
Well, maybe
I don't know who
you
it is.
should.
Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader? We don't watch Star
This
Wars.
is the stupidest fucking heterosexual bullshit I've
Okay.
ever seen in my entire
Okay, last
life.
one. Would you rather? These are too PG for this show. We need some X-rated ones.
Yeah.
Would you rather be the smartest person in the world or the hottest person?
Smartest.
Why?
Because if you're smart, you can make all kinds of fucking money, and then you can buy your face and your ass and twinks and boys and pool parties and whatever you want. Fuck, it's better to be smart.
I guess then you could become a plastic surgeon and fix your face up.
That's true. You could be hot and broke down, honey. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. I keep telling you to listen. You're here.
She's listening. I'm here. I'm listening. You do that all the time on camera. You go back and watch some of your like previous videos that you've done. Listen. I'm like, what the fuck is it? We're fucking listening, bitch.
Okay, so I want to talk about our sponsor for a sec.
No one else talking. Fuck.
And I have to ask you a question.
Okay. But now first, I'm not listening. I'm kind of over it.
But first.
Okay. What?
You're going to be back for our segment later, the gay electric chair. Are you not?
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, she's keeping you. Keeping you guessing.
Listen. Okay.
Listen, you're going to be back. And you're going to enjoy it. And it's going to be fun. So, our sponsor, Sexy Pucker, here, very great product. Do you ever whiten your teeth? Mm-hmm. Do you?
Yeah.
Well, now you can whiten
them
even more.
Too.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
We should talk about that. I've never done that, but I've heard it's all the rage. Anal bleaching.
Girl. Please. You're bleached from head to toe. Who we kidding?
You're right. So, listen, Sexy... There we go again. I can never say listen again.
Listen.
Look, Sexy Pucker. Important thing about Sexy Pucker, we're getting serious here, is that it comes in 2 formulations. One is made with 35% peroxide for maximum bleaching. And there's a sensitive version too.
35% of it is peroxide that you could get at the dollar store for $1?
They're our sponsor, girl.
Oh, sorry, they're doing great. Good job, Pucker. Yeah.
Buy it. Okay. But more importantly, forget the peroxide. What you probably want is a sensitive version. Most teeth whitening products hurt, and this one doesn't. Sexy Pucker, I'm not showing the label.
No pain, no gain.
No peroxide at all. But no, this works. I've tried it. Look at my teeth. You want to get your kisses on and have a wider smile, but every time you try a whitening product, it kills your sensitive mouth, is too clumsy, or just doesn't work for you? Well, Sexy Pucker's gentle, non-peroxide professional whitening kit will be perfect for you. The minty fresh taste solution uses our unique formula without using peroxide. You know, the stuff that hurts your mouth when you whiten. When you use our pre-filled whitening trays, your teeth will be coated with our gentle whitening formula. You will see and feel the difference after every single treatment. Each awesomely designed kit comes with 10 professional-grade, medically sealed treatments you can use throughout your entire kissing season. Get your smoocher warmed up. It's time to get your kisses on. Well, my guest today has really bust open a niche market that has a huge demand. Bodé Spa Medi Wellness for Men is one of Canada's leading spas dedicated entirely to the service and grooming needs of the male patron, with locations now in Ottawa and Toronto. Dan Francoeur, the owner and CEO of Bodé Spa, is here to talk to us today about his journey and give us a few hot tips and tricks. Thanks for being here, Dan.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so tell us how this whole thing started. Did you leave a salon one day and your eyebrows were waxed way too thin, or what? How did it happen?
No, I think it basically started with a trip for myself, probably my first trip to a spa, and had my back waxed. And then from there, massages and things like that, and I decided there was a bit of an interest, so I went to school, and one course led to another, and before you know it, I was out on my own with a one-room spa out in the middle of nowhere in Cumberland.
But okay, that's fantastic. But how did you get to the male focus? Is what I'm curious about.
That part? I ran a spa predominantly for women. This started probably about 17 years ago. It was called Little House Spa.
Okay.
And because of the setting with a log house and out in the middle of nowhere sort of idea, I think a lot of women felt very comfortable about bringing their husbands and boyfriends. And our male clientele grew to over 40%, which is really unusual because most spas can only cater to about a 4 to 8% male ratio.
Really? Well, that is
so
impressive.
that sort of gave me an idea that there was a need and a want, and guys started telling me all kinds of things that they were looking for to have done that they weren't able to get done anywhere else. So that's how it started. Okay,
so being that it is a spa primarily for men, how many happy endings do you get requested for a week?
A week? I don't think it happens that often. Maybe about every other month, for sure.
And how much do you charge? $200?
We don't charge enough.
300?
We're not in that area.
Okay.
But you know what? It's
Miss, I would just like to point out that Miss Champagne is very much in that area of anybody.
You can find her on Twitter. And
She'll
Facebook.
provide the rub, I'll do the tug. We'll get in business together.
There we go.
Great.
No, but really, you must get like pervy creeps in there, like asking
You
for
do
things
from
like that.
time to time, but I think that a lot of that's handled from the way we answer the phone and we take bookings.
Yeah.
But there's always the ones that that come in and they still try and try and try.
Well, like I know we're totally playing into stereotypes that you're trying to break right now, but it's true. Like when people hear a spa for men, you think like rub and tug. I mean, that's what you think, right?
Well, it's the biggest. It's one of the biggest things we hear. As soon as you say spa for men, everybody goes, "Oh, it's a gay
it's
spa."
the bathhouse, yeah.
Yeah. So I turn around and I tell everybody, "So does your mother go to Curves?" And they go, "Yes." And I said, "Does that mean she's lesbian?"
Ah, good answer. Do you get
lesbians go to Curves?
do that? Yeah, I knew a
never
lesbian
know.
that went to Curves. Do you have any lesbian clientele or female clientele at all?
We do have female clientele, probably about 10 to 15%.
Are they all lesbians?
No, they're not.
Really?
Yep.
Just bitchy women.
The
that-
lesbians don't want anything wax, girl,
Oh,
please.
what am I saying? Next question. No, but do the so like okay.
Well, I've been in
That's
the
great.
business for 17 years, so I do have quite a bit of a following.
Oh, they
from
come
women.
to see you.
And then on top of that, a lot of the female clients of the men that are coming end up finding out how great of a job we do with waxing and stuff like that. So they end up wanting to see us. And I am the only guy at the spa that will do that.
Okay.
Everybody else is scared of women.
As they should be. So no, just kidding. We love you. So to your
Yeah,
Toronto
love.
location, you recently added something called Medi Wellness. Are we talking
Yes.
Botox?
In the future, yes.
And what does Medi mean now then?
Medi right now is we have a podorthist, so somebody who takes care of your feet and checking the gait and whether you need
Oh.
orthotics and stuff
Oh,
like
like-
that. We will be getting into laser and dermabrasion and Botox and all that kind of stuff. So that's all in the works right now. And in Toronto, I do have a business partner,
Okay.
and her name is Inrita.
So, Dan, you're finding that you're getting more into feet. Is that what you're saying?
Feet are always a lot of fun.
So is Botox. I can't wait till I
For
need
those of
it.
us who need it.
Yeah, I can't wait till I need it. I don't need it. I've never had it, but I would try it. Would you try it?
Oh, girl, please, of course.
What about you?
I'd give it a shot for sure.
Do guys do Brazilians?
Yes, they do.
Do they call them Brazilians?
We call them brozillions.
A brozillion. Eh? Just so you can go hang out with your bros after you're all like sort of.
There you go.
Does Preparation H really work under your eyes?
Yes.
Does it? Because I
Yes.
heard it was dangerous.
Works in
I've
other
never
places
tried it.
too.
How often do you need that, Sapphire? Don't
Next
answer
question.
that. Next question. Yeah, but does it work? Like, it's not dangerous to use? I've never tried it, and I
You
could
wouldn't
use
want
it.
to use it on a regular basis, but if you've had one of those days where you've had the hangover the night before or something like that and your eyes are really puffy, it does work.
Okay.
If it works where it's supposed to, taking it down, why not?
Okay. So listen, we've introduced this new bowl here because all y'all are wanting to deal with the bowl. Maybe they won't now that they know what's in it, but maybe we can get a better question for you. This is Would You Rather. You played this game before?
No.
Well,
You're about to.
who is writing these questions? I'm just gonna read this. Someone's getting fired on staff here because listen to this. Would you rather be Hermione from Harry Potter? Would you rather be Hermione from Harry Potter or Bella Swan from Twilight? Who's writing these?
Oh my god, and who cares?
And who cares? God, could you have a Would You Rather make one up?
Oh my god. Would you rather rim or get fisted?
That's a tough one. Ram, I'm not loose enough.
That's not what I read.
Okay, here's one. Okay, quickly. We're running out of time. Would you rather have sex with Kermit the Frog or Elmo?
Elmo.
Why?
Tickle me.
But Kermit could slip and slide. He's all slippery. No, Elmo.
Elmo, totally.
He'd be freakier. Okay, so it's been great chatting with you, Dan. Dan has
Thank you.
an awesome demo for us up next, so we're going to see some of his stuff in action. Sapphire's going to be strapped in to her electric chair. She wants a strap on.
Strap on.
We're gonna
to
give
the
her
electric
both.
chair.
But up next is the demo from Bodé Spa, so we're going to be right back with again with Dan.
Brought to you by Sexy Pucker. Visit sexypucker.me and get your kisses on.
And we're back with Dan from Bodé Spa. Now, Dan, you're going to give us a few demos here of what you can expect if you go visit them. So our producer here, Julian's being such a good sport, and he's got a beautiful face mask on. Tell us what this is.
Well, this is one of the lines that we carry that we do our facials with, and it's basically one of our cleansing masks. So doing a deep clean, it's opening up the pores, it's pulling out a lot of the blackheads, the clogged stuff inside, so that we'll be able to get away with less extractions, which is the most painful part of the whole facial.
And it looks even kind of like, it looks like coral is the best way I can describe it. How does it feel, Julian?
It feels great. It honestly feels like a cold mist is going over my face.
It's all phytomaterial, so it's all plant-based.
Fantastic. And this robe, let's see, do you see the logo? Do you get to wear this if you come visit you guys?
Yes, you do.
Fabulous. So, okay, and how much does that cost for something like this? Is part of a facial package,
It's
right?
part of a facial package. The basic facial is $90, and if you're somebody who hasn't had one in a long time, then it goes up to just over $100. That's with the deep clean facial, and it goes all the way up to $150 if you want the full thing with 2 hours and heated towels and essential oils and an eye treatment and a lip treatment. So if you had a really rough night, that's the one to go for.
So if they're charging you more, you know you have shitty skin because you need a lot of extractions is basically it, right?
Not
just
as
kidding.
much, but close.
Okay, thank you, Julian. We're going to get you to move on out here because we're getting our next victim in. So for those of you that watched episode 1, you got to see my executive producer here, Curtis, torture the hell out of me in the electric chair. Well, now it's my turn. And to demonstrate a nose hair waxing, it's Curtis. So, Dan, what are you going to do to him?
We use a hard wax with a popsicle stick, and we just insert it in just to the tip of the nose. We're not going all the way up, even though it may look deep. It's just the surface part at the very, very top. And it's just getting all those noses all the nose hairs, like, what did you say, 40? As soon as a lot of men hit 40, start to grow 5 or 6 feet long overnight. So we're going to be taking care of those.
They do, and it's important. Boys, if you're watching or if your girlfriends are forcing you to watch this program, pluck those fucking nose hairs because they're disgusting. If you're in line at the store, you can see the most beautiful guy put together well, and he's got a 6-foot nose hair hanging down to his dick, and it's disgusting. So pluck them. Or go see Dan and he'll do it for you.
All right.
Excited?
I am. I hate it when my nose hairs hang down to my dick.
Yeah, well, you know, it's happening right now, and we're about to take care of it.
And here we go. So
Here we
just,
go.
Tilt your head back slightly. And we're just going to put it there. We give it a little twist.
Oh, a twist.
And then
We like those.
Then we get to the top because usually most of the nose hairs are right up here. So we want to make sure that's in there. And then you're
Can
free
we have
to
a
move your head.
countdown?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's up there. Can we just, like, shove it there? Make sure it's really in there. Okay, I'm going to have a countdown.
Well,
Yeah, it's pretty
it's
close.
warm.
To
It just feels warm. It actually doesn't feel too intrusive.
If you're used to even plucking your nose hairs, just doing everything feels like you're just pulling one.
Once
so
again,
on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Great shot. Look at that.
Oh, sick!
Would you like the other one done?
Yeah. Once again, the guy with the rubber glove was surprisingly gentle.
Did it hurt, though, really?
No.
He's not crying.
No.
What usually happens if you pluck a nose hair?
Gross!
There's a lot of nose hair on that. Okay, so...
Should we get a close-up of the difference now? Okay, you got to do the other one, right?
Sure.
Or we'll do it after.
No, let's do both of them
Do it
quickly.
now.
I mean, we'll go quickly, and we're also going to... What else are we going to do?
We're going to show a bit of a sugaring. So instead of it being waxed, we can use a sugar. And a sugar is actually just natural. It's sugar, water, and lemon juice. So it only sticks to dead skin, not live skin.
It looks so painful.
Yeah.
So it's a little better in healing process.
Yeah.
3, 2,
Put me
1!
back. Put me back in,
I gotta
coach.
wait for a sec.
Put me
And-
back in. I can win this round.
And there we go. I think this one was better.
Oh my
Longer
God.
ones, anyways.
Wow. That's
you go.
it looks like
Should we get a zoom of this? Like, can you just, like, look at that. Like, those are, like, good 4 inches. No, well, 4 centimeters. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good thing my dick is as long as it is, so it can reach them.
So, okay, are you doing the sugaring now? Are you gonna stay here and be our model for the sugaring? Do you have anything to sugar off?
Well, we're gonna just throw a sample of it on my arm, I think.
Yeah. So sugaring is a little different in the fact that wax goes on with your hair growth and comes off against. Sugar goes on against it and comes off with. So this one actually hurts a little bit more because it's like we're pulling the hairs as we're going along.
Great, perfect.
So it's just a little bit more of a pull, but then coming off, it's just really neat. It's just a flick, and off it comes.
That kind of looks painful. We like pain on this show, though, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
But then it's nice and clean and smooth. It washes off easily with just water since it's water soluble, and there's all your hair right there.
Yep. And my
You
hair,
can't really
my
see.
hair was quite short actually on my arm. So.
But look, it's yeah, smooth as a baby's bottom.
So even if you can touch right away, it's all nice and smooth.
Yep.
Yep.
And I mean, there's so many more things that you could get done at Bodé. We didn't even scratch the surface, honestly.
Oh, we wax backs, chest, full Brazilians, half Brazilians, butts, legs, massage, face care, hand care, foot care, problematic foot care. We have a hydro room, so there's massages in while you're under a constant warm water mist. All kinds of stuff.
So, I mean, you name it. Man, woman, bodéspa.com, they got you covered, so be sure to check them out. I want to thank you very much for being here, Dan. You're welcome. And up next, Sapphire is going to be in my electric chair. You don't want to miss that.
It's the fabulously gay electric chair on Zero to Jesse. Jesse, make it heard. Brought to you by Sexy Pucker. Visit sexypucker.me and get your kisses on.
Okay, so the moment you've all been waiting for, Miss Sapphire Champagne, strapped down, tied down, cannot get out of my electric chair. I know a lot of you watching have been dying to see this moment. Sapphire, how does it feel?
Delicious. It's kind of turning me on a bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, you're ready for the pain.
I'd just like to say, I'm not guilty.
Not the first time you said that, is it? Mm-mm. Okay, are you ready for question number 1?
I guess so.
Okay, so for anybody that's just watching the show, how it works is it's a little trivia game here on Zero to Jesse. We ask Sapphire questions. For any that she gets wrong, she gets zapped by my electric chair. So, question number 1.
Yes. True.
Wrong! Do you want me to zap you?
Wait, I didn't hear the question.
Yeah.
Say it again, the microphone ain't working.
That's what I thought.
Okay, go ahead.
How many calories? Now,
Fuck, are you for fucking real? Is this a fat joke?
No! I'm serious.
No. How many calories? Well, I don't know any. Girl, when was the last time I counted a calorie? It was too much. I'm not good at math. I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, well then just take a guess.
Okay.
How many calories does the average person burn during 30 minutes of active sex?
100 calories. I don't know how many calories. I
Close.
don't know anything about calories, honey, except they taste good.
The answer is 200.
That hurt. Bitch, that hurts. Put it on a lower setting. What the fuck?
Okay. I'll lower the setting.
Thank you.
Okay, Dan, your turn to ask a question.
All right. Well, I'm not too sure about this one, but maybe you know this one. What is the sexual practice known as pegging?
Known as what?
Pegging.
Pegging? P-E-G-G-I-N-G? Pegging?
Well, you can spell.
This isn't a spelling bee. Pegging. It's where you peg your dick in your other person's ass?
No, it's where a woman penetrates a man's anus with a strap-on dildo.
Right up your alley.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Girl, that is not the first setting.
Okay. Okay, listen.
Save me.
Which animal...
Ask me something I know.
Which animal... Okay.
Which animal?
Okay, you might know this.
Okay.
Which is the only planet that rotates Which is the only planet that rotates clockwise?
Your anus.
Wrong, Venus.
I like your anus better.
Okay. Okay, Dan.
Well, I hope I can even pronounce this one right. Formicophilia is the fetish of what?
It's having sex with something. Necrophilia is having sex with dead people. Formophilia? Having sex with mannequins?
Having insects crawl all over your genitals.
Ew!
Ew, who'd want that?
Maybe it would feel something like this.
Girl, stop it! I only got it wrong once! Worse! You're a cunt.
Okay.
I'm never doing this fucking show again.
Okay. Oh, I'm dying.
Last question.
No, is this the last question? Oh, it is.
Yes. Ask me something easy, honey. Something I'm going to know.
I need a moment.
Oh, worse.
Okay.
Take 3.
I need a sip.
Dan, go ahead. What's the next question, please?
No, I got the next question.
Where's
my
Vanna
show.
White when you need
It's
her?
my fucking show. I get the last question.
Oh, whatever. Go ahead.
Birth control dates back to 1850 BC.
Who cares? This is a heterosexual question. How am I gonna know what women stick in their vaginas for birth control? Fuck.
Do you
Keep
want me
your
to
legs
zap?
crossed. That's my idea of birth control.
I'm speaking. Do you want me to zap right now?
Please don't.
Okay. Birth control dates back to 1850 BC. Back then, what did women place in their vaginas in the hopes of preventing pregnancy? Now, you get multiple choices.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
A, mud and honey. B, avocado and salt. C, pieces of linen. Or D,
I was getting hungry until you got to the pieces of linen part.
Or D, crocodile dung and honey.
Well, honey seems to be consistent among all the answers except for the lint. They didn't. I don't think they had lint back then, and I think a crocodile would have been way too much work. I'm gonna go with answer A. Final answer.
Well, you would be wrong. The correct answer is crocodile dung and honey. Thanks for playing.
Worst game ever.
I don't know. Somehow I think the viewers will enjoy it. Well, Sapphire, you've been a great sport. And thanks, Dan, for helping us play the gay electric chair.
If my hands weren't strapped down, I'd give you the finger.
Oh, shut up.
Brought to you by Sexy Pucker. Visit sexypucker.me and get your kisses on.
Well, that's our show. I want to thank my co-host, the fabulous Sapphire Champagne.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you. How
You're
did you
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How did you like my electric chair?
I hated it. I've been zapped in much better ways.
Oh, yeah? Would you do it again?
For you, of course.
And of course, huge thank you to my guest, Dan Francoeur of Bodé Spa. Be sure to visit bodéspa.com for more information on how you can look your best.
Best rub and tug in town. Check it out.
Yeah. And be sure to follow them both and us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. And above all, don't forget to visit sexypucker.me/Jessie for your 10% discount on a new bright white smile. See you next week, everybody.
Anybody falling? Anybody feel they're falling?
Let's hear more from the style factory.